Hey there. I don't know what's going on in your neck of the woods or top of the hill or bit of river, but there's some spooky stuff amok here. Got quite the crowd behind me. They seem to be fairly contained at the moment, but who knows what the future will hold. And appreciate you tuning in. Hello, Walter. Going to be doing a little set of stories related to songs that relate to some of the scariest things in Fleetwood Mac. So anyhow, Fleetwood Mac, just FYI, I'm sure you're familiar with them. Stevie Nicks, Dreams, all these songs. But, and maybe you weren't aware, but American Horror Story, I think it was season 3 or 4, they had the witches, and Stevie Nicks was actually on there. It was pretty trippy. Pretty cool too. But anyhow, the first song relating to the scariness of Fleetwood Mac's story was Love Potion number 9. 1964, it was a hit for the Searchers. And what's interesting is they were also a British band. Fleetwood Mac is half British. And that version reached number 3 on the US Billboard and talks about a man trying to find help to get love, and enlists the help of a gypsy. And Fleetwood Mac also has a song about a gypsy. There's a lot of stuff about witches. Seems like there's some overlap, and we get closer and closer to the pinnacle, to the epicenter of this tale. Hello, James. Nice to doing this. It'll get more and more acute, relevant, whatever you want to call it. I took my troubles down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with a gold-capped tooth. She's got a pat down on 39th and Vine, selling little bottles of Love Potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks, been this way since 1956. Looked at my palm, made a magic sign, said what you need is Love Potion number 9. She bent down, turned around, gave me a wink, said I'm gonna make it right here in the sink. Smelled like turpentine, looked like Indian ink. Held my nose, closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. Started kissing everything inside. When I kissed a cop down, there's nothing Vine. Took my little vial home, Love Potion number 9. Love Potion number 9. Love Potion number 9. Can't tell if people are still here or not, but either way, I'm gonna wave, because why not? Alright, next tune links Fleetwood Mac, and specifically Stevie Nicks, with the Eagles. And boy, is there a lot of scary stuff there as far as the interweavings, and actually sadly even I don't know, I'm not gonna get political, but I guess you could call it a death, even if you're, depending on your belief system. But so Stevie Nicks had a short-lived fling with Don Henley in the mid-'70s, and actually inspired the song Sarah, which is my name. It's kind of funny. And that was after a relationship with Mick Fleetwood, who was the drummer. And he went on to marry Sarah Rector in 1988, and she also, Stevie Nicks, had an unexpected pregnancy with Don Henley of the Eagles, and I guess she ended up having an abortion. And on the record it says that Sarah was the name that she would have given the child. So, without further ado, we're going to check into on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Look ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy, my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. Then she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven, this could be hell. And she lit up a candle. She showed me the way. There were voices in the corridor. Thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Living up in the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find it here. Her mind is tipping twisted. She dropped the Mercedes Benz. She's got lots of pretty, pretty boys she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, I haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And the voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Living up in the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. She said, we are prisoners here, our own device. In the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with a stealing knife, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, running for the door. Had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Thanks, so grill. I got into that and I got out. Said relax, said the night man, relax. We're programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like. You can never leave. This song, the links, Fleetwood Mac to Santana. Rihanna, change your evil way, baby. Before I stop loving you, you got to change, baby. It's true, you got me running, hiding all the town. Got me sneaking people and I can't go on. Gotta turn off this text, cause that stuff drives me nuts. Oh no, you got to change. When I get home, baby, house is dark and the pots are cold. Been sneaking around, baby, Nick and Don and who knows who. You got me running, stalking all over town. Feel like a clown can't go on. No, can't go on. Can't go on. You got to change. Well, been there, right? You got to change, baby, for I stop loving you. Where that links, Fleetwood Mac, Miss Antana, thank you for the love, I love you. And Mr. Spider and Mr. Skeleton and Mortimer in the corner. He's living his best life. But Peter Green, he was only in Fleetwood Mac for 3 years, but he wrote like all these stratospheric hits for them. One of those was Black Magic Woman. 1968, they did it, and on an album launched. It was like, eh. And then Santana got a hold of it 2 years later, and whammo blammo, boy, was it a hit. So then fast forward, I think it was like 2013. Fleetwood Mac was getting sworn in or inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Peter Green was there, but you know, there's lots of awkwardness as with these bands that go on and have all these divorces and everything else. But Santana was there too. So Santana got up with Peter Green, and they did Black Magic Woman, and it made perfect sense. So, anyways, this next song links Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, and Chris Stapleton by way of Tom Petty. So, the guy, I'm spacing, I gotta look it up. Okay. Mike Campbell, songwriter, longtime guitar player for Tom Petty, right? Okay. And Tom Petty, unfortunately, passes away. And so right around that time, he, Mr. Mike Campbell, gets picked up for the tour with Fleetwood Mac. And Stevie Nicks actually asked him to play Free Falling at the end of their set every night. And said, first he thought, you know, please no, I was tired of playing that song after the last 30 years. And she said, I think it'll be a nice tribute. Have a little video to tell everybody, remember Tom. Once she explained to me, thought it was a good idea. Was emotional every night when we got to that part of the show. Got to a point where I couldn't look back at the video. I might choke up a bit. But it connected with a lot of people and kept his love and memory alive on some level. So I think she was right. It was a nice thing to do. So, and Chris Stapleton reaches out to Tom Petty while he's still alive. So before that happened, obviously. And because I guess Tom Petty really went on the record tearing up how horrible he thought, you know, current country music was. And Chris Stapleton's like, no, I'm okay. You need to listen to me. Offered to collaborate with him, whatever. And then, I guess Tom Petty was too busy being Tom Petty, which is understandable. And then, right after he died, that's when, like, Chris Stapleton's career, like, no, I guess it was, blew up. And he was, his American Country Awards, like, just with, You're a Smooth Tennessee Whiskey, that one just, like, set him on, his career on fire. He'd been this great songwriter up until that point, but nobody knew who Chris Stapleton was, unless you really were following writers. So anyhow, when it was all said and done, this guy, Mike Campbell, gets involved with Chris Stapleton. They write some stuff together, and then whammo blammo, you have this song. It features both of them. Small world, huh? Hope you followed it. If not, you know where the rewind button is. Girl, the way you broke my heart, shining like a rock through a window. Thought we had it so good, never really saw this coming. Oh, why you gotta be so cold? Why you gotta go and cut me like a knife? Put a love on ice. Girl, know you left this hole right in the middle of my soul. Why you gotta be so cold? That's a scary cold thing that my voice is still kind of shredded right now. I can't wait to be able to like sing that song. Cold. We'll get there though. Okay. Slightly lighter tack. Hope you're enjoying your Halloween, by the way. Glad you're spending some of it with me. we're going to backtrack a little. 1957 is when this song was written. And, got picked up by none other than Mr. Frank Sinatra. And the connection between Frank Sinatra and Fleetwood Mac is kind of interesting. Because I looked up this article, it was like the top 10 ways that Frank Sinatra changed the world. And one was like he went after record companies. Like he didn't take shit from anybody. And he left Capitol Records, which is like a real big deal. And they freaked out. And he formed his own label called Reprise in 1960. Sent shockwaves to the industry. And even though he brought on these heavy hitters, Bing Crosby, Rosemary Clooney, it was struggling. So then what happened was Warner Brothers bought Reprise. And guess who ended up being the big record label that supported Fleetwood Mac? The same one. Small world, huh? So, those fingers in my hand, that's like hear the stare. Strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft. I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And though I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart goes yes indeed in me. Proceed in what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, one I wouldn't switch. There's no nicer witch than you, than you, than you. Alright, so now, last but absolutely not least, a song that I feel is completely 100% appropriate for today, being Halloween, and also talking about all the scary stories that are behind the scary story songs, etc., etc. Fleetwood Mac. Well, this one is about a witch. This one was written by Stevie Nicks. And Mick Fleetwood, the drummer, actually said like when she really got into this song on stage, especially in like the late 70s, it was like an actual exorcism. She was that intense, scary. So we'll see what happens. Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Rihanna rings like a bell through the night. When you love to love her, takes to the sky like a bird in flight. Who will be a lover? All your life you never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? She's like a cat in the dark, and she is the darkness. Rules of life like a fine skylark. When the sky is starless, all your life you never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? Rihanna, Rihanna, Rihanna. She rings like a bell through the night. When you love the lover, rules of life like a bird in flight. who won't be a lover all your life. You never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Don't do it. Will you ever win? Will you ever win? Rihanna, Rihanna, taken by the sky, taken by the sky. Dreams and wine and love's a state of mind. Dreams and wine and love's a state of mind. No. Happy Halloween. Want to see a little more nut? There's such a thing as healthy fear. God bless. See you soon.